This is for Year 10 Methods Pathway. It comes out of 3.7, question 5F, to simplify the following fraction. Remembering that when I have fractions, if I'm dividing fractions, I can change my division into multiply, and then I flip, and the 28x plus 7 becomes the numerator, and 3x minus 3 plus 6y becomes the denominator. Whereas over here it still stays the same, x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 4y squared, and 12x squared minus 5x minus 2. Remembering about factorising. 1, take out common factors. 2, count the terms. If it's 2, is a difference of 2 squares. If it's 3, can I crisscross? If it's 4, can I group? Grouping could be 3 plus 1 or 2 plus 2. Okay. So what methods can I use to factorise these? Looking at this one here, which is this, I've got the possibility of taking out a common factor of 3. Looking at this here, I've got the common factor of 7. Looking at this one down here, I've got a crisscross because I've got 3 terms. So if I crisscross, that's going to be 2 and that's going to be 1. I don't know which one's going to be negative yet. If that was 6x and that was 2x, 6 minus 4 won't give 5. If the 6x was on the bottom and the 2x, 12 minus 2, that's no good. Maybe 4x and 3x. 3 times 2 is 6 and 4 won't give a 5. Maybe 3x, 4x. 4x times 2 is 8 and 3 gives a 5, so I like that. So the negative has to be on the 2. So 4x times minus 2 is minus 8x. 3x times 1 is 3x. And add them together I get minus 5x. Therefore I've got 3x minus 2 and 4x plus 1. So I might start putting those in. So this is this, so that's 3x minus 2 and 4x plus 1 times this here, so 3x minus 1 plus 2y, and on the top I've got 7 4x plus 1. Now I need to factorise this. I can count the terms and it's 4 terms. So I can either group 3 and 1 or group 2 and 2. I'm liking having the minus 4y squared at the back, because if I could turn this into a perfect square, I could have the difference of 2 squares. So if I crisscross this, I can get x and 1 and 1, but to get a negative there, negative 1 and negative 1, and that makes sense because x times that's minus x minus x minus 2x. So this is the same as x minus 1 squared minus 4y squared, and now I've turned it into a difference of 2 squares. So that should be x minus 1 minus 2y and x minus 1 plus 2y. So that's going to go here. So x minus 1 minus 2y and x minus 1 plus 2y. Now what simplification can occur? What common factors do I have? So the 4x plus 1 goes into 4x plus 1 once. That goes into that once. And that will leave me with 7 times x minus 1 minus 2y over 3x minus 2, and that's the simplified fraction for that question.